Meanwhile, viewers, people in Israel are getting restive over the hostage issue. Relatives of hostages are still, in terror groups' captivity. Hamas's captivity held a protest on Sunday outside Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence, and they were demanding the resumption of ceasefire and resolving the hostage crisis. Here's more on what's happening in Tel Aviv. Hundreds of people gathered outside the Prime Minister's residence in Jerusalem on Sunday, protesting against the war and his plan to fire the country's head of internal security. This comes as Israel renews its offensive against Hamas in Gaza. Israeli forces have now advanced deeper into the Gaza Strip to retake the corridor shortly after breaking the ceasefire. Meanwhile, Israel's cabinet approved Netanyahu's request to fire the head of the country's Shin Bet internal security service. Growing restive due to the culmination of everything, the protesters are voicing dissent across the nation.
I'm here to stay to make it clear to the Israeli government that their actions to ruin the Israeli democracy and leave the hostages in Gaza will not pass. We are here to make it clear Israel is a democracy and will stay a democracy, and the hostages in Gaza will be freed by the Israeli government as soon as possible.
They are now calling for a ceasefire and an immediate release of all the remaining abductees.
אם נתניהו היה רוצה להחזיר את החטופים שעדיין בשבי, הוא היה מניח את מתווה נתניהו לסיום המלחמה ולהחזרת כולם. אבל את נתניהו מעניין אך ורק נתניהו. דם כל חטוף שימות בשבי על ידיו של נתניהו וממשלתו.
All eyes now remain on Tel Aviv to see how it puts a rest to the simmering tensions. Viewers, moving on, the foreign ministers of Japan and China held bilateral discussions in Tokyo in the sidelines of the Japan, South Korea and China trilateral meeting. Then this particular huddle took place in a tensed ambience following the missile test by Kim Jong-un. The two ministers, in fact, agreed to proceed with their bilateral relations and also discuss the resolution of issues and concerns candidly. Here's a report. Japan's Foreign Minister Takeshi Iwaya held bilateral talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi. The talks were held in Tokyo amid the sidelines of the Japan, South Korea, China trilateral meeting. This comes as tensions simmer between North and South Korea. Earlier on Friday, Kim Jong-un had tested anti-aircraft missiles in response to the US-South Korea annual military drill that was held on March 11th.